Hey everybody, this is the fight table, and well, this is what happens when you fuck with the fight table. See that? Yeah, he knows who that is. He knows whose trick that is. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the fight table, and today we
Talk about Errol Spence, man.
good thing you stepped in because I froze.
Yeah, so he just fought Dennis Ugas
Yes.
on pay-per-view on Showtime, and
Uh,
pretty much showed a dominant performance.
yes, it was. Honestly, I was actually hoping that Ugas was going to give Spence a good fight. I I'm not gonna say I wanted Spence to lose,
Yeah.
but I just wanted to see him in a tough fight, and it looked like it was gonna be like that, but it really wasn't, man. Ugas,
Yeah.
I was kind of disappointed in his performance because he really just stood there, man. He just turtled up and took shots, man, from a bigger puncher than I thought, you know. So
Yeah. Errol Spence showed a little bit more power than I thought he had,
yeah,
and
those are brutal shots.
relentless, dude.
Yeah, nonstop
Relentless, nonstop.
volleys of punches, man.
So
Everything through his combinations, man.
it ends up ending in the 10th round due to a doctor stoppage TKO.
Yeah.
We found out today that his orbital bone was fractured. Ugas.
I know a thing or two about fractures, but
Yeah.
yeah, man, that was a dominant performance. I didn't expect. I thought Ugas was gonna go in there and
And he did look good
at
for the first, like,
like 4 rounds, maybe 3 rounds.
yeah. And then I really think it was those body shots adding up.
Has to be, man. At first,
Because
I didn't think so, but Jesus,
he just turtled up
yeah,
after that.
something was hurting.
And around the 5th round, maybe the 4th or 5th round, there was like a little bit of a weird when Spence's mouthpiece fell out.
Yeah, he tried picking it up. I guess he forgot.
He forgot he was in a fight.
Yeah, and he
So,
tried picking it up, and he got caught with two
That-
two hits.
yeah, the first one was a little, whatever. But the second one was
the
pretty
second
flush.
Would have dropped him if it wasn't for the ropes.
Yeah, he probably.
And it would have counted. A lot of people are gonna be like, I was reading a lot of comments. People are saying that was bad sportsmanship on Ugas' part, but at the end of the day, you can't do that in the middle of a fight. The
So-
ref didn't stop it. The ref didn't get in the way of it, so the fight was still on. You know.
Spence said after the fight, they asked him what happened. He said that he thought the ref said stop, so he stopped. And I think it was a mix of that, but I guess either he heard wrong or something happened, but he did completely stop.
Yeah.
And
He was
then
turned away. Shit.
he turned away,
Yeah.
yeah. And later on in the fight, too, he did turn away again like that.
yeah.
I don't know what happened, but
That time he might have felt a punch, man. That's what I think. The second time, it looked like he kind of got hurt, but not. You know.
he got hurt with the first
The
one.
first one, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I was talking about the second
No.
time he turned. I
Oh,
thought
oh,
it was
oh,
like
oh.
a body shot or something like that.
It might have been.
Yeah.
It might have been. He that sequence was a little bit weird because he ends up he gets hit pretty flush, and that shows he has a good chin, man, because that would have knocked out a lot of people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that Ugas not as big of a puncher, you know.
maybe so, but he
'Cause
looked like he was swinging.
Well, because he has 27 fights, only 12 knockouts, man. So
Mhm.
his punch power is not, I guess, not on par. It's up with Spence's, man, because he has 22 knockouts in 28 fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's power.
The right after that little thing with Ugas hitting him after the mouthpiece, they fight for a little bit, and then the ref stops it to let him put his mouthpiece back in. And I did think that helped Spence a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, for sure.
Because,
Yeah.
I mean, we see it in fights before, but he did get a chance to go to his corner, get a rinsed off mouthpiece,
Yep.
and then
Those few
recover
seconds,
a little
yeah,
bit.
those seconds.
And also, I think Ugas showed a little bit of sportsmanship and kind of took his foot off the gas there.
Mhm.
So that was interesting.
Yeah, because it looked like he really wasn't trying to like swarm him after that. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
He kind of like he was
Like
giving
most
it,
fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. He got a little lucky there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why they say always protect yourself.
Yeah, protect yourself at all times.
Mm-hmm.
But that fight was insane, man. It was a good fight. I didn't
It was a
expect
really
it to be a brawl like that. I thought it was gonna be more technical, but
Especially like with Earl Spence's skill set.
yeah.
He's real fundamental. He's real.
You
But
know, I didn't see it at first, man.
Yeah.
Because if you watch his training videos where he trains, his bag, he looks really basic, like very normal.
Yeah.
But Jesus, man.
But he even says so himself. He's just not. He's not flashy.
Yeah.
He doesn't have. He has enough power, not too much power.
But he has good
You know?
timing, good reflexes.
Yeah.
And he just catches you, man.
And just fundamentally, amazing boxer.
Yeah, because I
And he did say
didn't see it at first, man.
before the fight, he did say if Ugas beats me, it's because he's the better boxer, not for any other reason. And Errol Spence kind of has this like mentality that he's already the best, you know. And even like those Showtime clips before the fight, he's so calm. He's so like, oh no. He's so calm. He's so collective, and I think he already had in his mindset that he was already gonna win.
Yeah.
And
He's confident, man.
Yeah.
To be on top, you got to be like that. You got to think like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I know at one point he was open to fight with Canelo too. At some point, you know.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago.
And I think he can make that weight because he's big. He's a big dude.
He is a big dude.
Yeah.
Well, you say that they fight at 147.
Yeah, but he can eat. He can eat. I think they say his walk around was like 180, man.
Hold on, man. At the end of the fight, in the locker room, he's like during the weigh-ins, Micah Parsons, he's a linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that was like in between the face-off between Ugas and Spence.
Okay.
And he's kind of like looking back at them. Anyway, he's an NFL football player. At the end of the fight, they're in the locker room, they're backstage, and it's Micah Parsons, Errol Spence, and Michael Irving, who's a former Dallas Cowboy. And he's so little compared to like two football players.
Yeah,
man. It's
man.
crazy. It's crazy how when they're in the ring,
You can't
yeah,
tell.
you can't tell. They're the Earth's best fighters. You know? And then like when they're standing next to a football player, man, they're tiny.
Unless you're Joshua and Wilder.
Oh yeah,
they,
unless
they
you're
pass the
heavyweight.
ropes by a lot. You know, they look like giants in there.
God, dog. Another thing happened after the fight.
What? Tell us what happened.
He calls out Crawford, and we've seen this before.
Yeah, like the fourth time I think now.
Yeah, but dude, now I think this is the right moment. We actually get it.
Yeah, because they're both coming off good wins against tough fighters. Yeah. Crawford against Porter and Spence against Ugas, and this is a perfect time to make it because there's a lot of hype around them right now, especially with this win, you know.
Yeah, and we just saw Crawford fight not too long ago against Porter. So, and now I think people kind of forgot about Errol Spence.
Yeah, he fights once a year now, man.
Well, he had the accident. He comes back.
Doesn't matter. He's a warrior.
It does. He comes back. He fights Danny Garcia,
which was a tough fighter, guys. By
Yeah.
the way, Danny Garcia was a champion for a while. He also has a really good resume, and take nothing away from that fight. It's a tough fighter.
Yeah. And then he waits he was supposed to fight Pacquiao, but then the
injury,
to a labrum in his eye, and then that's how Ugas became a thing. Because Ugas fills in for Errol Spence, beats Pacquiao, and then Errol Spence versus Ugas happens.
Yeah.
So he's coming off some good wins. Crawford's coming off some good wins. They're both in their prime. They're both right now as dangerous as they'll ever be.
And if they want to unify, they have to fight.
Yeah.
You know?
If
not, they're never going to unify because neither one of them may lose. They may not lose to anybody else, you know?
No, they're not.
So they have to unify.
They've kind of cleaned out that division. They've cleaned out welterweight.
Well, Crawford did, but Crawford still has some fights, man. If he's at welterweight, he can still fight Danny Garcia. He can still fight Keith Thurman. He can still fight.
Yeah, man, but come on, man. We don't want to see those.
We don't.
No,
But, we can't say that, man.
I mean, maybe, but what's that gonna prove?
He's gonna prove that he's he's really on top, you know.
Yeah, I guess, but
you know how to say, man. Just you can say Crawford beats Spence, but then he loses to Keith Thurman.
That happens. At the end of the day, it's a fight.
Yeah, but what if he beats Keith Thurman, beats Danny Garcia, and then fights Spence, beats him too? That just says he's the one, you know.
Hold on, I don't know how old Crawford is, but Spence is 32 years old.
I think Crawford's around the same age, man.
They need to fight right now.
Yeah, you're right.
They need to fight right now.
Let's see if they do it because there's when it comes to talks, man.
I hope so.
I think both of them had an issue with who was going to be the A side, man.
Yeah,
and that's where it fell.
Who is the A side? Probably Spence right now.
It's got to be 50-50, man, really.
So
yeah, Spence has more belts. He should be the A side.
Yeah, he should be the A side now. And another thing is, Spence, every belt Spence got, he took from somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So his first belt he takes from like Sean Porter, I believe. He took a belt from Danny Garcia. No.
Did he? I don't know if Danny Garcia had a belt because Danny Garcia had lost to Sean Porter. So I don't.
I know he took one from Porter, and he just recently took one from Ugas.
I think he fought.
Oh, Kell Brook, the first one.
He had a belt.
Yeah. He took it from Kell Brook.
Okay.
That was his first title fight.
Okay. Yeah.
So he takes it from Kell Brook, takes the second one from Sean Porter, and now he takes this one from Ugas.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe Crawford won a vacant belt.
Yeah.
So they definitely.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah.
So, man, if whoever becomes undisputed in this division, that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
That's a title, man. So they actually exchanged some tweets. Terrence Crawford, he called out Errol Spence on Twitter. He says, "Congratulations, great fight now. Now the real fight happens. No more talk, no more side of the street. Let's go." And Errol Spence replied, "Say less." And they both used the little shaking hand emojis. So
Doesn't mean nothing, man.
I know, man, but
let's hope it happens, man, because that's gonna be a good fight. You know what's crazy? Maybe it's because he's from Texas, Errol Spence. But remember when we went to go see Crawford, man? It was empty.
Yeah, that's true. It's 100% a thing because people just come out, man. Yeah. They come out. He's associated with Dallas Cowboys. He's at Dallas Cowboy games.
Yeah.
So people locally are just gonna go watch him.
Yeah, because with Spence, it wasn't packed, man, but it was a good amount of people. You know? But people Crawford was like dead.
Yeah, Crawford, we were the only two in there.
It was like it was like going to eat on a Tuesday morning.
Yeah. Breakfast. So we'll see, man. Hopefully I hope we get to see that fight sooner than later.
If it happens, man, it has to happen this year.
Oh, hopefully it's this year. Towards the end of the year, that's when a lot of big fights happen.
Yeah.
Especially for boxing. So, right now, for some reason, we're getting a lot of good fights.
Because there's all that's left.
Yeah, every week. But
for how long can they keep avoiding the best,
At the end of the year. And we still have summer to get through, too, man.
I don't know if I can make it through that. Get it too hot, man. Shit.
So hopefully at the end of the year.
Yeah. Okay, so are we moving on to the next one? Or
yeah, go ahead.
Isaac Cruz.
Oh, Isaac.
Isaac Cruz. Isaac Cruz and Yorkis Gamboa.
Yeah.
They fought. Okay, and before let me get on Gamboa real quick. So a lot of people, they brush off Gamboa now just because he's older. He's 40 years old, Now he's 40 years old, but his first loss came to Crawford, okay? Crawford was the first one to beat Gamboa. Gamboa was undefeated. Gamboa was considered a good fighter, great fighter. He lost to to Crawford. So he's no slouch, He's a good fighter. And I guess at this point he's becoming a stepping stone for up-and-coming fighters because Devin Haney fought him.
Yeah.
Tank Davis fought him. Now Cruz fought him, So I guess he's out to get these people's names out, man. He became a gatekeeper, but
damn.
But but
he's on a 3-fight lose streak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has 5 losses now. So he lost somewhere else. I don't know who he lost to. Who else? But he does have 5 losses.
So recently, Cruz. Before that, Haney. And he also fought Gervonta Davis.
Who?
Gamboa.
Yeah, yes, I mentioned it.
Those are 3, I think.
That's 3, but he has 5 losses. And then
Crawford at some point. And then,
Crawford was his first loss.
Yeah.
So Gamboa has 35 fights, 30 wins, 18 by knockout, and 5 losses. Isaac Cruz is 26 fights, 23 wins, 16 by knockout, and 2 losses and 1 draw. So, but Isaac Cruz went in there brawling, man.
That's how he fights, man. I love watching his fights. I love watching his highlights because he tucks his chin, puts his foot down, and just throws these hooks.
Yeah.
I don't think he threw one jab.
Yeah.
The whole fight.
Goes in there swinging, trying to take.
He throws these hooks, but they're not like. It's not like it doesn't look street fightish. I don't want to make it sound like that. But
they're not overly wide hooks.
Clean.
Yeah, they're pretty good hooks.
They're clean hooks, and you hear them. Even if they don't land, you hear them. He looks good, and he's coming off a questionable loss against Gervonta Davis.
Yeah.
Because Davis broke his hand.
Yeah, and a lot of people thought he beat Davis. He did enough to win.
Yeah, I remember watching that fight. It it was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he did enough to win that fight.
You saw it more as a draw or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely see it as a draw. If I had to, like, gun to my head, if I had to pick one, I would pick Cruz to win that fight.
Okay.
Just because Davis purely wasn't throwing.
Yeah.
He wasn't throwing. You can't win rounds without throwing punches.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
But if Cruz knew Davis broke his hand, which I don't think he did.
Yeah.
He probably would have won.
Capitalized more. Yeah.
He probably would have capitalized with his style. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Well, they're not gonna fight again, man.
No. They won't fight again.
Yeah.
But I think Cruz is a little bit underrated in that lightweight class, man. Because
honestly, against Gamboa, I knew he would win, but I didn't think he was gonna look that good, you know, because I thought he didn't look too great against Davis either. I thought he looked good, but just not like I said, something special.
Right.
But he came out and he performed, man. Shit.
He's gonna be a dangerous fighter for anybody he fights, and
unless they're like, if him and Lopez were to fight, I think Lopez schools it, man. Because do you from Lopez?
Oh,
because
maybe
I think he's too slick of a boxer, man, and that's gonna give him trouble, man. You know. But I think if you fight like Davis does and Gamboa, where they try to just trade with you, then I think he gives them all trouble. But someone that's slick like Haney or Shakur Stevenson, if he at that weight class, if he were to move up, then you know
what's gonna, we're gonna
or Cambosa's shit.
We're gonna see Isaac Cruz's name again because I guarantee he's coming off a win. Mm-hmm. One of these top lightweight contenders, these young guys, they're gonna fight him. Because he's coming off a win.
Yeah.
Davis has a win over him, so he kind of has that respectable name without fighting one of the other lightweight contenders.
I'm gonna tell you who I think destroys him out of those little top ones, man. Garcia. I think Garcia will kills him, dude. Not only is he huge.
Yeah. Ryan Garcia is huge.
I think he has too much power, man.
Yeah, he probably does. And that's one thing I think he respected against Gervonta Davis was that power.
But remember that Davis is little too, man. He's like what 5'5", 5'6", and Cruz is 5'4", something like that. And Ryan Garcia is 5'10", I think 5'10", 5'11". Yeah. So that's a huge difference, man.
And I'm just saying, we're gonna see one of these lightweight contenders fight Cruz, man, and they're gonna have to work for that check because
he just comes at you, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know. He doesn't. Of course, he doesn't have a fight lined up. Yeah. But I'm just saying, in the future, we might be talking about an upset because he's dangerous. I like his style. Well, I don't like it, but it's entertaining.
Yeah.
But
he kind of fights like Mike Tyson a little bit, man.
Yeah. He also, in the fight against Gamboa, he won a vacant WBO Intercontinental lightweight title.
From Gamboa?
Yeah. No. Not from Gamboa. It was vacant.
What the heck?
So the winner
he has a belt now?
So he has a belt now.
Okay. Well.
So,
see, that's what it means by he didn't take it from nobody, like Spence.
Right. So, and that's another reason one of these contenders is going to go after him.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes more sense now. See, I didn't realize it was for a belt.
The stars are aligning, man.
Yeah.
What if he gets one of them and upsets him? And then we talk about Isaac Cruz.
He's the next big thing.
He's the next big thing.
Well, he's a little bit.
He is a little. The next little thing. Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just, recency biasness, but I think I want to see him fight again.
Who?
Any of them.
If you had to choose between
Haney.
That's all I was gonna say. I think he has a better chance against him.
I want to see him fight Haney.
Yeah.
Because we saw Haney struggle with
Diaz, Jojo Diaz.
Was it Jojo Diaz?
Well,
no,
he didn't struggle. No, you're talking about what was his name? Linares. Jorge Linares.
Oh yeah. Leonardis.
No, Linares. Linares, yeah.
Leonardis. He struggled with him because he rocked Haney.
Yeah.
Haney wobbled to his corner.
Yeah.
And
he did the chicken dance.
Yeah. Remember we thought he was going to lose?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But, man, these fighters, they don't do I don't know, man.
I mean, at the end of the day, these guys are real young. And at the end of the day, it's a fight.
Yeah.
You still got to go. Look at Spence. We could not be talking about his dominant performance. We could be talking about how he got knocked out in round 5.
Yeah.
And that changes everything.
Yeah.
And we could be talking about Ugas versus Crawford.
Which I think Crawford destroys.
Yeah, and then Crawford unifies the belts and never fights anybody.
Yeah.
Retires.
Yeah. What do you do after that, man? After you
unify the belts?
You move up, huh?
Yeah,
or move down.
Or no, yeah, they can't move down. They're already too big.
He came from down, man.
Yeah, they all come from down. They just
Well, it's not. Some fighters stayed in the same weight class all the time.
Yeah, you have to go back up.
Remember Rashad Evans in UFC? He started off as a heavyweight, went down to light heavyweight.
Yeah.
See? Perfect example.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Lightweight. That's a dark horse in the lightweight division.
Yeah.
Because everybody talks about these top guys.
He doesn't really get mentioned.
He doesn't get mentioned. He didn't get mentioned at all.
Yeah.
People didn't know who he was.
I didn't really remember. We didn't know he was.
I didn't know who he was until Davis. Gervonta Davis fought him. Yeah. And then when I saw that fight, I'm like, hold on, man, this dude.
He comes to win, man. That's what matters, man. If you go in there knowing you're gonna or thinking you're not gonna win and you're just trying to survive, then you're not.
He comes to fight.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
That's like you want him on your team.
Yeah.
like.
And then his fight with Davis was pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
See, when you fight at a stage like that, man, you got to show up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Show up, and then that's how you get recognition. Style. Mm-hmm.
How do you train for that? Yeah.
I guess you got to learn how to box. Be slick.
You know exactly what he's doing.
Hit and move, man.
Yeah.
Kind of like Joshua did with Ruiz's second fight.
Uh-huh.
That's how you beat fighters.
Yeah,
like that.
you can't.
But it's hard. Imagine that for 12 rounds. You got to be boxing perfectly, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It takes a toll.
Well, I think that's good on that one. So they had a couple other fights.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too crazy.
There was one that was interesting though. He came out. And,
young dude.
Yeah, young dude. Came out. He looked real good. You know, won first round by knockout. Was like a minute in the first round. Yeah, probably less than that. Really.
Yeah, real. I think that might have been like one of the first punches he threw, man.
Yeah.
Because and it was right
quick.
on the money.
Yeah, real quick.
Jose Valenzuela.
Yeah, Valenzuela, something like that.
Yeah.
He's 12-0 with 8 knockouts right now, but he's
in welterweight too.
Is he welterweight?
I think he is. I think I saw welterweight 147.
Okay, he might be welterweight.
So,
but he looked good. He looked good. He looked crisp.
Yeah, he did look good.
He's young. I want to say he's 23. I think something like that.
22.
22.
22. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's young. He has 12 fights right now. Like I say, 8 by knockout. So he's undefeated, and he looked. Even though we didn't see enough of him, which I don't know.
Yeah,
that could be a bad thing sometimes, but.
Nah, you never know because.
Yeah, because look at Berlanga.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the worst case scenario, you become a victim to your own success. Yeah. But you never know, man. But that's he made a name for himself. That's a big card to be on.
Yeah.
Errol Spence's card. Mm-hmm. And when you show out like that, a lot of these fighters all these fighters, they start out on undercards, you know. And when you perform like that, we're gonna remember his name.
Yeah.
And the next card we see, maybe he's a co-main event or something like that.
Or then he fights another card again, until
And then you see his name again.
Yeah. So that's a fighter to look out for, Jose Valenzuela. He, like I said, he came out. He looked real crisp, and he has some power. So.
Yeah, and I believe it's welterweight division.
Yeah.
He's really young, so by the time he gets up there, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, they'll be long gone. They'll be fighting Canelo, whoever is undisputed.
But if he keeps fighting like that, and he shows like he's got something, he can probably go for like Virgil Ortiz. I feel like that'd be a good fight.
Speaking of Virgil Ortiz, that was another guy that I wanted to ask you. Like if the stars don't align and nobody's dreams come true, and Errol Spence doesn't fight Terrence Crawford, who else is up there?
In the welterweight, man. Let me
because
think, man.
They've kind of cleaned it out. So they've both beaten Sean Porter. Keith Thurman's up there.
Keith Thurman. You know what? For a while, I want to say Keith Thurman and Spence used to kind of like beef a little bit, man.
They didn't fight?
No, I don't think they've ever fought. But at some point, he wanted to fight. They wanted that fight. So I feel like.
So Keith Thurman just has the one loss to Pacquiao?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that would be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he kind of got forgotten about because of that Pacquiao loss.
Then he fought like once every 2 years. Shit.
Yeah.
But that'll be a good fight because Keith Thurman has some power, man, and he's pretty good boxer.
And it's a respectable name.
Yeah.
Like that's a good name on your resume.
Yeah, unless he wants to fight Sean Porter again, if he gets out of retirement. He retired, right, Sean Porter?
Sean Porter, supposedly.
Yeah.
Retired.
Yeah, those are the names, man. And really think about it.
That's about it, huh?
They've all kind of fought each other, man.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Thurman fought Sean Porter. Danny Garcia fought Sean Porter. Errol Spence fought Sean Porter. Terrence Crawford fought Sean Porter.
Sean Porter's fighting everybody.
Yeah.
He wants all the smoke.
They got the dog,
yeah.
man.
He doesn't give a damn.
Yeah.
He wants to fight.
Yeah, he's fought. You can't say nothing about that. He's fought everybody.
There's another guy on my team.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's good.
I want Sean Porter and what?
Isaac Cruz.
Isaac Cruz. Yeah.
You know what's funny?
We might not win.
they're both little.
Yeah.
Sean Porter might be a little bit taller.
Yeah.
But.
We might not win, but we're dangerous. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But
so that's pretty much it for like the fights that happened on Saturday night. We do got Fury and Whyte coming up.
Oh yeah, that's this weekend, this Saturday. That's gonna be interesting.
Really, I'm not excited for this fight, man.
Really?
Nah,
Well, White's a little.
I don't really like Whyte, man.
No.
I've never been interested in him as a fighter, man. Like he's not, to me. He doesn't excite me. He doesn't look good to me. You know.
He's the number 6 ranked heavyweight as of today, and obviously Fury's well, is Fury 1 or 2?
Fury?
Yeah.
I would say he's one. Doesn't he? Who has all the belts?
Usyk.
Oh, Usyk. Shit.
Usyk has 3 of them, and Fury has 1.
But look, I don't know, man. Look who Fury beat to get it though.
Yeah. Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder. That's how he says it. His press conferences with Wilder are hilarious.
Too bad Wilder doesn't know how to talk shit, man.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
He's just a killer. That's all he does.
That's it.
But when they're sitting across from each other, and Fury goes, before I got here, I thought we were a lot alike, and now sitting across from you, I can tell we're worlds apart, and just started bashing him. And he said, "You're just like anybody else. I've beaten you before."
Damn.
And I think Wilder he probably fought with too much emotion, especially after the first one. After he doesn't
finish him off.
Because he walked away. He thought Fury was dead. And he turned his back on him.
Yeah.
And Fury gets up like the Undertaker and wins that round. Wins the rest of that round. And then the rest is history, man.
Yeah.
Fight 2 and fight 3.
Knockouts, both of them.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. But
before I really paid attention to Tyson Fury, I thought Wilder was gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Because in 12 rounds, one of those hits is gonna land.
It's the X factor.
You know what's crazy? Out of 36 rounds.
Yeah.
Wilder only landed like a major shot the first fight, man.
No.
He dropped in the third fight. I know that, but it wasn't.
Shots.
But it wasn't crazy like that.
Oh no. The second knockdown in the first fight was the best one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Because it was so flush, and it was really 2. He took another one on the way down, and the way, what the hell? No, the way Fury landed, it was over.
Yeah,
it was over. Like a lot of times, those fighters, when you land like that,
they don't get back up, man. It's over.
Not only that, the ref, there's no 10 count. They just
wave
their
off,
arm.
Yeah. And he laid there for a little bit before you moved.
He laid there, and the ref counted all the way up.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. You ever think like in the movie, what did he see? Like if the
stars?
No. Like what if he had like flashes?
Oh,
get up. Yeah. Get up, Fury.
Get up, because Mickey loves you.
He opens his eyes and sits up. And that was it.
And he lost.
Yeah. But anyway, man, back to Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, and Dylan Whyte.
Fury
probably dominates the fight.
I think so. But if he doesn't, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, you never know with these damn heavyweights, man. Because
one shot is all it takes.
Look at Joshua and Usyk.
Yeah, or Joshua and Ruiz. That's the real upset.
That's the real upset. Yeah, but
because once he lost, after that, AJ became beatable.
Yeah,
that's it, man.
Yeah, that's true.
But Whyte, and Joshua they have history. I think in the amateurs that I want to say either Whyte knocked out Joshua in the amateurs or beat him, right? So when they fought as professionals, Dylan Whyte came in with crazy confidence, man, thinking he already won this fight because he's beaten him before, you know. And so they're fighting, man, and Whyte hurts Joshua, man. What do you call it? Rocks him. You know, he's over there moving, you know, fucking Bambi legs and shit. And I don't know if he gets dropped or not, but he survives, right? But then Joshua ends up knocking out Whyte. Wow. So yeah, so tables turned right there. So I don't see Whyte as anything special, man. Some people say he's real good, man. Nah, not from what I see, not really, you know.
At the end of the day, he's a top contender. It's gonna be interesting to see how
the fight
Fury
goes, yeah, and how he beats
takes
him. Yeah.
it, yeah, how he beats him, if he does.
If he does, yeah.
And then we see
the winner of that.
Fury,
Usyk and
Fury
Joshua
Usyk
are fighting
again?
again?
Oh, yeah, they're going to be fighting again because anytime Joshua loses, he has an automatic rematch clause.
That doesn't make sense. But if they win, is it?
He's such a... Yeah. Yeah, if they win,
crazy?
that's it.
It's kind of fucked up.
What? Oh, if Joshua wins?
Yeah.
If Joshua wins, yeah, there's no third fight.
No. Kind of sucks.
It's crazy how they've marketed him.
That's it. He was the face of the UK, British,
and heavyweight boxing.
No, he's UK, right? He's from UK.
Yeah, he's UK.
Yeah, heavyweight boxing. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, it was Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder had one of the belts.
Yeah.
And
but I feel like people knew Joshua more.
Yeah, he was advertised more, and then really Deontay Wilder, man, earned his respect, marking people.
Yeah.
And
but there's not really in the heavyweight, man. There's not too many, man. I know there's this one guy. I think he's I want to say he's Nigerian, man. That's up and coming out. I really don't know his name, man. But he's killing people too, man. Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll find out, man.
Because right now for heavyweight, man, the names off the top of my head that I can think of that are pretty good is like I think his name is Joshua Parker. I think. Then there's Andy Ruiz. Then of course Fury, Wilder, Joshua, and then there's
Andy Ruiz is fighting
Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz. Yeah, that's his name.
And Andy Ruiz is fighting.
Yeah, and Luis Ortiz. Yeah, those are the ones I was gonna say the names.
Yeah, so that's cool because
that'll be a cool fight.
Yeah, that's gonna be
because they're both about the same height.
There's gonna be
they're
war.
Both pretty good boxers.
Yeah, and they both like center of the ring, kind of heavy punches.
Yeah,
and I don't know, man.
I don't know. I'm gonna give it.
You know, Ortiz's skill set is probably better.
Yeah.
Like his boxing is probably better, but Ruiz has fast hands, man. Fast hands, and when he gets in those clinches, that's how he caught Joshua the first time. Those hooks, man, they come out of nowhere, and we've seen Ortiz hurt.
Yeah, by Wilder only.
Well, yeah, no,
you gotta remember he hurt Wilder too.
Yeah, he did hurt Wilder.
And in both fights he was winning before he got knocked out.
Yeah.
But
we've seen Ruiz hurt too.
Yeah.
Against Arreola.
Arreola.
Arreola. And Ortiz was at that fight. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was at that fight. So he saw Ruiz win.
Barely.
Yeah.
No.
He.
You know, at one point Arreola was considered the hardest hitting heavyweight whenever he was kind of like fresh.
Yeah, but you can tell he had some heavy hands because he dropped Ruiz. I think twice. Once for sure. Ruiz took a knee, and then I think twice.
The confidence Ruiz gave people, man, after he beat Joshua.
Ah, dude, yeah, man, it sent like a shockwave.
He gave
people hope.
Yeah.
I couldn't be touched after that.
Maybe that you gotten up since then.
Yeah, I know.
You became a fan favorite.
Yeah, nothing's gone wrong since.
Yeah. And me, I've just gone downhill.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Ruiz, man.
Muscles became out of style.
You know what, man? It's because it's like his personality. So he's so easy to like.
Yeah, man, but then you gotta really watch it, man. He kind of changed a little bit.
Did he?
Yeah.
I mean, money changes, man. But
doesn't matter.
Well, I don't know if it changes, man. But just because you get a little flashy, and just because, you know.
Think about it. He wasn't like that before the money. Why would he change now?
What changed?
The way he was.
Nah, man.
Okay, before Joshua, he was humble. He was talking about how he's grateful for this, grateful for that. Then as soon as he wins millions. Someone says something to him. He's like, "Oh, what do you think about these comments?" And he's like, "Oh, Something about he's bragging about how he has a whole mansion now and he doesn't have to worry about stuff like what that guy said. Like he's saying like, yeah, you can say that, but I'm living in a mansion or some shit like that. Yeah, come on, you can't say that, man. The fans pay your bills, man.
Nah.
The fans?
Nah, man. First of all, he paid his own bills.
No, because
by knocking out Joshua.
Doesn't matter. But
nobody gave him that fight.
But what I'm trying to say is, without the fans,
he filled in.
Yes, to the fans,
and they weren't fans.
Yes.
No.
Do you think those people didn't know who he was?
They didn't know who he was.
Yeah, they did.
Before he fought Joshua?
He had a fan base already before that.
No, he didn't, man. What? His fan base started that day.
It grew.
Against Joshua.
It grew that
Nobody
day.
knew who. Everybody counted him out.
No, I didn't.
They saw a fat Mexican. Yeah. And then they were like, no. They saw Joshua, who was chiseled, made out of stone. And then.
What gods look like.
Yeah. Really? Like Olympic gods?
Olympic gods.
Yeah. And then.
But listen. What I'm trying to say is, like you said, right? After the fight, which is when he said that, after he beat Joshua, when he started saying that stuff, the fans are the reason why he made the money. Because the second time they tuned in.
I don't know, man. I'm all for being humble. I'm all for that's it. But I'm still gonna. If you got something to say, you can't reach me.
But this doesn't matter, man, because
it does matter, man.
No, man, you got to be grounded, man.
For what?
For what?
For what?
Because it just
so I can walk amongst the regular people.
Just like he got it, no. He lost it. See?
I don't believe it. I don't agree with that, man.
That's true.
To a point.
Remember, man, like I said,
you still say please and thank you, but
yeah,
we eat at different tables.
Yeah, but for how long?
Forever.
No, a lot of these fighters, man, they don't live like that forever.
Well. That's their business.
Yeah, you gotta be humble, man. You gotta be. Well, man, I guess it's. I mean, I don't know. Just what I'm trying to say is, if you were like that before the money, that's fine. But if before the money you were a certain way, and then once you get the money, you change. That's where it's kind of fucked up. If you were humble, broke,
I still like him.
Yeah, I'm saying if you were humble, broke, stay humble, rich.
He's not like an asshole.
No, man. But I'm just saying that this is the shit he was saying just because he got money. That's what I'm trying to say.
Whatever.
You can't do that, man. Come on. Please.
So,
it, man, really?
Fury and Whyte. What time are we at?
Wow. 39.
39. We have some fight news. Well, some of it was Ruiz versus Ortiz. Mm-hmm. That was one of them. The UFC or Dana White announced that they hope to see Jon Jones this summer at heavyweight.
Wow, finally.
Yeah. And he said Stipe makes sense.
Damn.
Wow. So I think we're going to see. Now, Stipe.
That's going to be a good fight.
Yeah. So Stipe has a fight lined up.
So if he wins it.
Against Ty.
Who's Ty? That's
the what does he say? The brawler from Sydney.
That guy.
Something like that. Yeah.
The one football player?
No. Oh, the one that knocked out Greg Hardy? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting his name,
like
man.
Him. Ty Tuivasa.
Something like that.
Yeah, no, that's his name.
Is it?
Ty Tuivasa.
So he says.
He's real entertaining, man. So he recently knocked out Derek Lewis. He's made a name for himself. I think he's like on an 8-fight win streak.
Damn.
Yeah.
Which, that's a lot in MMA.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
That's a lot.
So he's made a name for himself and like established himself in the heavyweight, and jumped up to contention. So I'm pretty sure he has a fight lined up with Stipe. Now Dana White saying this, they might move around some things or something, but apparently I think they've agreed to terms.
So it'll be Stipe versus Jones instead.
Maybe, because it's April. So if Dana White is saying he wants Jon Jones in summertime and he wants him versus Stipe, which I think is a better matchup skill set wise, because it's with Ty and Stipe, I don't know if you're getting the best matchup. It's two different kind of fighters, and I don't know if that's a good. I don't know if you want to put Ty in that situation, and I don't know if you want to put Stipe in that situation. It's interesting. It's going to be entertaining, but.
Well, why not? I mean, they put Stipe against fucking Ngannou. Shit, That's the worst. That's the worst situation you can be put in, man. Shit.
Anybody against Ngannou is the worst situation you can be put in. But that had a belt involved, you know.
Yeah, but they don't need, who does Stipe have a belt?
No. I'm saying the Ngannou fight. Stipe and Ngannou. They had a belt involved. So
yeah,
you have to.
He's got to get back up. You got to climb the ladder again, man.
But
because that'll be his first fight after his Ngannou, right? Since his loss.
Yeah.
See.
And but
what better way to go?
If they're lining him up against Jon Jones, they're feeding him to Jon Jones. You get what I'm saying?
They're trying to make Jon Jones look good.
They're trying to get Jon Jones established in this heavyweight division, because after this, there's no more. He's not. Jon Jones isn't going to heavyweight to clean out the heavyweight division. He's going to get maybe a tune-up fight, and then he's going heavyweight. Now, remember, Ngannou just had knee surgery. He's out. He's rehabbing. They might do an interim title at heavyweight, and then maybe it's Stipe and Jon Jones for an interim title, and then the winner fights Ngannou. You know, either way, it's a good fight because you get the Jon Jones, you establish him as, you know, the GOAT of MMA, and then, or if Stipe wins, you know, Jon Jones still has his respectable numbers in light heavyweight, and then you get Stipe versus Ngannou 3. You know,
if he wins there, then
and that's a fair trilogy.
Yeah,
because they're 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, so right now, would you consider Jon Jones the GOAT right now?
Yeah.
So if he lost in heavyweight, would you still consider him the GOAT?
Yes.
Yes, right. I was gonna say yes.
Yeah, I think
because it's a big sacrifice he's made.
It's a huge sacrifice. Yeah, and he doesn't need to prove anything else.
Yeah.
In light heavyweight, he beat the guys before him, the guys during his time, and the guys that were coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said himself, his skill set is getting outdated in light heavyweight, and that's why he needs to move up. And it happens in fighting, period.
Damn,
you know, you move up. Yeah. And like his skills are diminishing at light heavyweight, and these guys are coming up, and he's getting older, he's getting slower. And, you know, not to say he's not still there,
but his chances of losing are getting higher. Man.
Yeah. And then as far as light heavyweight goes, he's gonna be the GOAT forever.
Yeah.
And then
because during his time they had good fighters, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what they have now, to be honest, man. As far as like who's all great right now.
The light heavyweight champion right now is Glover, and
see, never heard of him.
He's been around for a long time, but he's up there. He's like 42 years old.
You see,
well, it was Jan, and
Peter Jan?
No, Jan Blauschwitz. Yeah.
Volkanovski.
No. He was there, and then they have some guys. So this guy named Jiri, and his last name starts with a P, and he's this crazy looking light heavyweight dude. He's balded on the sides, and he has like this bun thing, but it's like stiff. I don't know what you call it, but it's some kind of hairstyle. He's dangerous. Remember that guy that had a good fight against Jon Jones? What was it? Dominic Reyes.
Reyes, yeah.
Remember Dominic Reyes' last fight?
Yeah, against
It was against that Jair guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he knocked him out like nasty. And
bruised up his ribs.
Yeah. No. That was against Jan.
That was Jan?
Yeah, that was against Jan.
The one that he had bruised up ribs?
Where he tore him up. That was for a title fight. That was under an Izzy card.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Izzy and Paulo Costa were the main card.
Okay, that's why. Okay.
Yeah. So you remember these guys, but
I don't remember. I can't remember.
Jan was the guy that destroyed Dominic Reyes, but then Dominic Reyes fights again, like on a UFC fight night, and it was the main event, and that's where this guy comes in, and it was like a spinning elbow, and he hits Reyes, and Reyes was standing up, knocked out, and just fell, like a piece of dry wood.
Wow.
Yeah.
Poor Reyes, man. I feel like he's just been losing now.
Yeah.
But they've been giving him like tough opponents, man. Shit.
Yeah. He's
since Jon Jones.
Since Jon Jones, yeah.
Yeah.
But
feeding him to the wolves, man. Shit.
Yeah. How do we get there? Jon Jones. Jon Jones coming back this summer. Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
That'd be cool if you fight Stipe, man. That's pretty exciting because I like Stipe. I think he's a pretty good.
Yeah, Stipe.
I think he's the best heavyweight, man.
Naganyu's the best heavyweight.
No, man.
Naganyu's established, dude.
Not yet, and not, if he wins his third fight against him, if they fight a third time, then you can say he's the best, man. But
you don't understand how good Ngannou is,
he's not.
man.
He's just a hard puncher, man.
You don't understand how dangerous.
I know how dangerous he is, man. But
when you watch him fight, you're waiting for the kill.
No, man.
You're not. You don't know if the kill's. It's not whether you know this guy's gonna kill or not. You don't know whether this guy's gonna win or not.
Remember one name, man. Stipe.
Stipe. Yeah. I mean, right. Stipe. No, Stipe is no joke. Okay.
He has a good resume, man.
But you never know, man.
I like Stipe, man. I just feel, I like him more because he fought good fighters, but also because I don't know, he just didn't get the recognition that everybody else got, man. Like,
yeah, he wasn't appreciated enough because he's not real flashy. Hey, in and out of the ring. Yeah. You know, out of the ring, he's not real flashy. He's a down-to-earth guy, humble dude, firefighter. And then Curtis. Yeah.
but at the end of the day, man, he performed where it mattered, man. That's
that's true. Yeah, for sure. I mean,
that should be more than enough.
Yeah, man, we're not fucking
people just
burying him.
People just love drama, man. They love shenanigans, man. The only people that become big are the ones that start shit all the time. Conor McGregor. The ones that are causing scenes. Conor McGregor.
Hold on, man.
Mayweather.
Because
now Canelo. Did he learn English?
Yeah, Canelo learned English, became a savage. But no, man. People want to in the UFC, man. People want to see
hate.
No, they want to see
trash talk,
murking, man. They want to see Ngannou.
Yeah, for sure. That's even in
yeah. I mean,
everyone loves knockouts.
Deontay Wilder, you know, but
America loves heavyweights.
America loves heavyweights,
and there's a reason why.
But
knockouts.
You know, depending on what happens with that Jon Jones and Stipe fight, Jon Jones could just be a better version of Stipe because he kind of is like the same thing, you know.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a good fight because they're kind of the same.
Yeah, except Jon Jones is a little more agile, throws more elbows.
Yeah,
might throw some knees. Yeah, more slick. But as far as like power wise, and
like how they're kind of tactical. You know?
Yeah.
They're precise with
fundamental.
Their punches.
Yeah.
So.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
That's it. I think we're out of here.
Yeah, I'm glad it didn't rain. Shit.
Oh yeah, we almost lost power.
Yeah. We almost got locked outside. This whole place is what do you call it?
We're in a bunker.
Yeah. So it's all ran through
electricity. In Tijuana, Mexico. Yeah.
So without power, it can't function. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And nobody knows where the spot is at because it's a secret.
Well, I just told them. Well,
that's not where it's at.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Wait, sorry, wrong eye.
Can you not blink with both eyes?
Yeah.
No, well, I mean stupid like wink.
Yeah.
Each one. Oh, okay. All right. Do you have to move your mouth?
No.
All right, man. You ready?
I got one more thing.
Ooh.
We're up on TikTok, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're up on TikTok.
We're going to be making clips here and there. Yeah. We'll be doing, like, clips of the episodes and then, you know, maybe some random stuff on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sent one to one of the supervisors at work. His name is, well, we're not going to say names, but he got it.
Parks.
But, yeah, so we're up on TikTok. So if you guys, what is it under? Just the fight table?
The fight table, yeah.
The fight table on TikTok. Go ahead and give that a look it up, follow it.
Like we'll post that clip on this episode.
The one I sent Parks?
Of Parks, yeah.
The one I sent him?
Yeah. So I'll put it up here. We'll see it. All right. We'll put it as an introduction.
Yeah, I wish I could have looked better, man. I was fucking out of work, sweating and shit.
Okay, man. All right, let's get out of here, man. See, I'm tired.
All right. Fight table out.
Fight table out. Thanks, guys.